Your phone is not just a phone, it's a business in your pocket. Most people use their phones to scroll, to escape, to watch cat videos, or to binge TikTok videos all day long. I used mine to build a business that makes me $1,000 a day. And by the way, all of that is up to 95%. That's pure profit that goes in my pocket. Now to do this, you don't need fancy tech. You don't need a college degree. I don't have one. You don't need a rich dad. I also don't have one. You just need a clear plan and the guts to stick to it. So let me walk you through exactly how I did it in plain and simple language so you can copy what works and skip what doesn't. I'm literally going to save you thousands of dollars and years of your life. So enjoy. Now, for you to understand how this method works, we have to rewind the clock. About 5 years ago, I was broke. And I don't mean tight on cash broke. I mean broke to the point I couldn't even pay my own expenses and I was still relying on my parents financially. I knew what I wanted and the sort of life I wanted to build, but I had no idea what I should do to get there. And I was also scared to do the work. I would spend hours every night watching how to make money online kind of videos. It felt like everyone had some secret that I didn't. Every video promised the dream but gave me nothing useful. I was overwhelmed, confused, and honestly, starting to feel like I would just never figure it out. All my life, I watched my parents struggle. My mom was a nurse, my dad a nursing assistant. They worked hard, long hours, but were always exhausted and barely getting by. Life felt heavy, stressful, and honestly, joyless. I remember thinking, if this is what adulthood looks like, I don't want to be a part of it. Deep down, I knew I couldn't accept this kind of reality for myself, and I knew my family deserved better. So I started searching, literally typing things like how to get rich on YouTube, and it started out as curiosity, but that rabbit hole actually changed my entire life. I'll be honest with you, I tried everything. I did the dropshipping thing. I built Instagram team pages. I sold shoutouts. I made ebooks. I even tried selling courses and doing affiliate marketing. I was jumping from one thing to the next, thinking maybe the next one would be the big break. But honestly, the more I tried, the more it felt like I was drifting further away from my goals. Nothing was clicking. Nothing felt real. And I started wondering if I was just chasing smoke. Until one day, something clicked. I realized the answer wasn't in finding the new trendy business model. The answer was in solving a real problem that people actually needed help with. That was the breakthrough moment for me. So I started focusing on something I now call the PTP method. It stands for Passion to Profit. That's the foundation of how I turned my phone into a $1,000 per day business. So let me break it down into 5 super simple steps anyone can follow. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots fill up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. Step 1 is offer creation. You solve real problems. Before you even think about making content or selling anything, you need something worth selling, and that starts with you. Your knowledge, your story, your skills, your experience. Now, you don't have to be the best in the world at something. You just need to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of someone else. That's more than enough to help them. So here's what to do. Grab a notebook. Write down everything you have an interest in or every problem you've solved in your life. It could be anything. How you lost weight, how you fixed your sleep, how you aced exams, how you landed your first freelance client, how you rebuilt your confidence after a breakup, how you married the love of your life, how you got your life organized again. Those things might feel small or obvious to you, but to someone else they feel impossible. And that is where your value is. That is where you have $1 million business right there. Now, you match what you know with what people already want help with. This part is key. You're not guessing. You're not trying to invent something new. You're paying attention to demand. Use TikTok, Reddit, YouTube, or Facebook groups. Search your topics and look for patterns. What are people complaining about? What are they struggling with? What are they desperate to fix? That is where your opportunity is. Now, remember this. Don't just create a product, create a solution. Imagine your client is stuck on one side of a river. Your offer is the bridge that helps them to get to the other side. where their problem is solved. People don't pay for your time, they don't pay for your hours, they pay for results. So don't say, oh, I'll coach you for 2 hours a week, because no one cares about that. Instead say, I'll help you land your first client in 4 weeks, because that is what sells. Always remember this, you charge based on the transformation you sell, not your time. Step 2 is traffic. Get eyeballs on your offer. Now that you've got something valuable, people need to see it, because if nobody sees your offer in the first place, you won't make any money. It's literally just common sense. Traffic just means attention, and attention from the right people equals income. Attention from the wrong people is useless. So there are 2 ways to get traffic when you're starting out. First, there's short form video content, so TikToks, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. These are fast, free, and you can go viral even if you have 0 followers, so don't overthink it. Use a simple format, a hook, value, call to action. The hook grabs attention. You say something like, here's how I got my first client using my phone. Here's how I lost 20 pounds with this weird fruit. It could be anything, this is just an example. Then you want to give people value, a simple tip that people can use right away. And then you tell them what to do next. Something like, DM me the word client if you want help landing your first client, or DM me the word go if you want me to help you to lose weight. That's it. Now the other way to put your offer in front of your ideal clients is direct outreach. This means you go where your ideal clients hang out, Facebook groups, comment sections, Reddit threads, and you start talking to people. Now you don't want to spam people, otherwise you're going to have your account banned and you won't make any money. You don't want to just copy-paste the same messages, you want to have real conversations. Here's what I said to my first client. Hey, I saw that you commented about struggling to get clients. I went through the exact same thing last year. I figured out a few things that helped. If you want me to share them, I'd be happy to. That message took 60 seconds to write, and it made me thousands of dollars. And this works because most people are too lazy to talk to people, yet they somehow expect they will be earning millions. Step 3 is sales, making money through real conversations. This is where the cash actually happens. It's not in the likes you get, it's not in the views you get, it's in DMs and calls. You don't need to sound slick or use fancy words. You just need to listen. Sales is about helping someone get clear. First, you build rapport. You just be normal, you say hello, you ask how they're doing, and then you get straight into it. You ask about their current situation. What are they stuck with? What have they tried in the past to fix this problem? Go deeper into their pain. Why is this still a problem? What's it costing them in time, energy, and confidence? Then, ask what they actually want instead. If they could snap their fingers, what would their life look like? That gap between where they are and where they want to go, that's what your offer solves. Then just say, I can help you with that. And then you can ask them if they want you to explain how. Most people will say yes. I mean, people always say yes. And then you make your offer. Some people will say yes, some will say no. Your job is to help them believe the result is possible, because it should be, and that you're the right person to help them to do it. Step 4 is delivery. You help people get results using only your phone. When someone pays you, your job is simple. You help them to win. You don't need fancy equipment, you don't need to build some gigantic course at first. You want to keep it simple. Use Zoom for calls. Use the free plan of System.io to host your course, the mini course of course. You can use WhatsApp or Telegram for voice notes, Google Docs to track progress, Loom to explain things visually. Focus on getting the result they paid for. That is all that matters. And when your first few clients win, everything changes. They will tell their friends. They will give you testimonials. They'll talk positively about you. You grow by getting people real results. For example, I had one client who lost 40 pounds in 3 months. And she turned around and coached other women using the same system that she learned. She launched her own $1,200 program, and it sold out pretty fast. This is how fast your business can grow if you keep it simple and you focus on the outcomes. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots fill up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. Step 5 is iterating. You want to always keep getting better. This right here is the secret most people miss. Most people only post 5 videos, get no likes, and quit. But the winners, they always improve. They test, they learn, they adjust. Every single week, ask yourself 3 questions. What worked? What didn't? What can I change? What can I improve? That's it. Do that weekly, and your offer, content, and delivery will improve faster than you can picture. Once it clicks, it's game over. You don't need a big audience to get started. I had no audience when I got started. You don't need to go viral or get millions of views. You don't need to post 10 times a day. You just need to create value, get seen, and help people to win. You also don't need a fancy website like Apple. I didn't have one when I started. At first, you also don't need ads. I made my first $15,000 online before I even considered investing into paid advertising. And you don't need to get lots of views on your content. Some of my early videos got literally 30 to 300 views, but they brought in clients. You don't need a perfect course. Just start with conversations and delivery. You don't need fancy softwares, just your phone and Wi-Fi are more than enough to get started. Keep it lean and mean, and then reinvest your profits as you go. Think about content like this. Every piece of content you post is like a digital salesperson. It's working for you while you sleep. Every no you hear gets you one step closer to a yes. And you're literally just 5 good conversations away from making $5,000 plus per month. None of that is theory. That's real. It's literally just mathematics. You've got the knowledge. Or if you don't, you can figure it out or use AI to do it for you. You've got your phone. Now, it's time to make use of it. Now, I know a minority of people are going to take action and stop at nothing to win. If that's you, then click the link in the description below, because I've made a video where I'm going to explain how I've been able to make more than $1,000 a day in profit working from home in my bathroom, which is literally just over there. And right now, we're also offering free strategy calls with me or a member of my team to help you come up with a custom game plan to help you reach financial freedom in 90 days or less. But be quick, because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. And soon, we'll have to take the video down. So click on the link in the description below. And with that said, I will see you on the other side.